Hello there, coming up today I take a look at John Carpenter's The Thing on VHS in a brand new series, My VHS Collection. So it's not just retro games I collect, I also love VHS tapes. These just remind me of my youth so much and I just can't stop collecting them. I only started seriously perhaps about a year ago. And it's just addicted now. And what I love about them is the fact that the quality, of course, is nothing compared to like a Blu-ray or even a DVD. But with movies, it's not always about the top quality. It's about a certain aesthetic that suits that particular film. So if you're watching some movies on VHS, it doesn't have any effect and you may as well just watch it on the best version, like a 4K Ultra HD. So I don't disregard the latest technology. I love watching certain movies on like Blu-ray, but there are certain movies from a certain era, mainly the 80s, sometimes the 70s as well, that really suit the VHS format. So that's basically what this series is about. I'm just going to go through my collection. Right, so everyone, I'd imagine most people with The Thing would think of the iconic cover art like this. Let's have a look on the close-up there. Most people remember this, and basically this cover art it's very good and it's memorable, but it's basically more iconic to the original movie, the 1951 The Thing from Another World, because the character on the front is kind of Frankenstein-esque, which is what the creature was in the original movie. And yeah, it's basically like he looks like like that, and he's got like lightning coming out of his face. It reminds me more of the original, which is not really accurate to the movie. This although it may be cheesy, let's just take a good look at this. Let's look at the close-up there. You've got a nice large close-up there of some of the creature effects that are fantastic in this movie. So look at that. What is that face? That face is stepping on a plug barefoot. Or it's like, what is it? It's like it's a proper like belly scream, isn't it? It's basically like Sharon. It's something like that. It's along those lines. So what's it say up at the top here? Look closely at your neighbour, trust no one. They might be The Thing. So it says here, from the director of Big Trouble in Little China, Prince of Darkness. It's interesting that it picks those movies to show off on the front cover, because those movies are movies that didn't do well for John Carpenter. To be honest, a lot of movies didn't do well for John Carpenter. He only got the opportunity to do some of these big movies because of the success of Halloween in 1978. So basically, The Thing is one of his big budget movies that flopped. It's got a massive cult following now, but it just didn't do really well. Same with, definitely same with Big Trouble in Little China. I'm not sure, I imagine that Prince of Darkness is quite expensive as well. It's funny that they're using those movies to advertise success of John Carpenter. Maybe it's to do with they were on the same distributor as this videotape or something like that, so they wanted to plug those movies as well. So let's take a look at the back cover. So you got The Thing again there in the iconic text, which again is just iconic to the original. So people associate, some people don't even know this is a remake, but people associate that iconic text with the John Carpenter version, and it's basically a thing that John wanted to carry over on his version. So that title sequence where they use an old-fashioned technique where it's plastic wrap over a blue light and they burn away just where the text is. Cool effect. Cool, like old school. I love practical old effects like that. But yeah, that's iconic to the 1951 version. Strange choice there for the back is nowhere near as exciting as the front. The front, let's go back to the front a minute again. I really love the gradient. You've got the very sort of teal blue going into the black there. I just love it. Some people might think this is a really bad cover, but I really like this cover. I think it's great. So on the spine there, you've got the thing. So that's all you need really, the text again and the Sharon face again there on the side. And then on the back it says, John Carpenter, director of Halloween, The Fog, Escape from New York. So these are more of his iconic movies, but as opposed to those on the front. So it's weird that they have those on the back and that Big Trouble in Prince of Darkness on the front. It's just a bit odd. So it says John Carpenter, director of Halloween, The Fog, and Escape from New York, continues his phenomenal string of hits. It's just lying. They're just lying. He didn't have a string of hits. The Halloween, yes, it was a hit. Escape from New York probably did pretty well because the budget was so small, it had to make money. The Fog didn't do well. The Fog I love as well. It's really good. That's now got a cult following. Didn't do well. So they're just kind of lying a little bit, saying a phenomenal string of hits. It's set in the winter of 1982, a research station in Antarctica where a 12-man research team finds an alien being that has fallen from the sky and has remained buried in the snow for over 100,000 years. Soon it is unfrozen and unleashed, creating havoc and terror as it changes forms and becomes one of them. So put this frightening story together with outstanding performances, incredible special effects, that is right, incredible, by Roy Arbogast, makeup by Rob Bottin, I thought I said Rob Bottom then, Rob Bottin, and special visual effects by Master Albert Whitlock. And you've got a movie that Time magazine describes as horrific. Not my words, the words of Time magazine. So then you just got some more credits there. So look closely at your neighbor, trust no one. They might be that thing. Right, let's look at the tape itself. So tapes, the actual tape, in comparison to like Blu-rays and DVDs, obviously that you could have the cover art on the disc and all sorts like that, but tapes just look really plain. Look, that is just, there's no art on there at all. It's literally just the tape and a basic label with all the bog standard information that you need. One thing about this, I bought this off eBay recently. The picture on the listing looked absolutely dreadful, and it was a very cheap purchase. It was like about £2-3 or something like that. So I was thinking, well, I want it on VHS, so I'll get it anyway, thinking it was going to be a bag of crap when I got it through the door, like really torn. But it turns out it was just a very, very bad photo, and the copy is like pristine. This is a really, it looks like brand new, and I got it for like £3. Really, really impressed with that. And the tape itself, it looks like really good as well. So that's about it. That's about it today. If you've enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit the thumbs up, and if you want to see more from us, hit that subscribe. See you next time on the Enigmatic channel. See you later.